And today I don't have a promo photo of what I'm using. But, hey y'all, APG Jamie here. And today we're going to make some dyed paper using these hibiscus flowers. I picked them up at a one of the HEB grocery stores, and they're just dried hibiscus. I don't know. They were in the produce department. I don't know what people use them for because they're really not that clean. I found sand in the bottom and sticks and whatever. Anyways, I'm just using them to dye papers. And this is a dyeing, big dyeing pot thing I bought at the secondhand charity shop store. And I thought it'd be good because it's pretty big. It's pretty nice. It's heavy-ish. And anyway, I've got 4 to 6 cups of water in there that we are bringing up to a boil, a simmering boil. And I've added 2 or 3, 4 handfuls of the hibiscus flowers. And it makes a really pretty fuchsia color. Okay. So I've got the water on heat. You can start seeing it simmering. I've got the video is way speeded up, y'all. More faster even. And portions have been or will be cut out. I don't know. Something like that. And fluids, y'all. It's the theme for our joy of sharing. So, stirring them around. Bringing it up to a boil. I know it takes a pot. Doesn't boil if you're watching it. But we're watching it anyway. It's starting to simmer up. And in a minute, I find a lid. It's one of my husband's favorite lids, okay? A big old giant lid that's got like this rubber ring around it that fits darn near any pot. And I was shocked. Look, it fits. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I turned it down as low as the flame would go. And then we cover it up and we just let it sit there. And then after about 15, 20 minutes, was it even that? It might have been that long. I turned it off and let it sit there and cool off. And then it started raining. So instead of dyeing paper out on the breezeway like I'd initially planned, we've moved it indoors. Yes, the breezeway's covered, but it was windy and yeah, wet, y'all. So glad it was raining. Anyway, wet mediums. How do you like that? So I've got various papers over there. I've got copy paper, cardstock, book pages, doilies. I've got what are those? Tea bags. They're not paper bags. They're not paper tea bags. They're kind of fibrous. I don't know. Anyway, I have a tea towel laying on my table, which is 100% cotton. I picked those up at Walmart. They come in bundles. I don't know, 5 or 10. I don't remember how many. Anyway, they are cotton. And I don't know if you've looked lately, but it's kind of hard to find cotton products. In Hubbles, we got coffee filters. And I poured my solution into that there plastic tub on account I thought it would work better. And we are just dipping our stuff in there. We've got some seam binding and a couple of different types of cotton string stuff. And there I'm just sprinkling around some of the flower petals, because there's a fair amount of flower petals. Look how pretty it is, y'all. You may be shocked as I was shocked. Towards the end of this, oxidation did some weird stuffs to this really pretty color. Okay, I've not done the avocado dyeing yet. We may do that eventually. And likewise, I have some butterfly PT. Blue butterfly. Anyway, it's also a flower, and it's supposed to be blue. This is supposed to be fuchsia pinky, sort of like avocado. But I'm going to bust it for you. Wait till you see what happens. Anyway, I'm just putting the papers in there and smashing them down. I put on a rubber gloves because I thought it'd help keep me from getting stained up. And at some point, I will give up on the rubber gloves because it's hard to separate papers and such and stick them down in the pan. Oh, look, you can see little Molly's head. Little teeny tiny bit. Anyway, there she is. So I'm just throwing them out. I've got some plasticky plant pieces from the Dollar Tree. And I was hoping they would leave a shape, but they really didn't leave a shape or shadow or whatever. Of course, I'm probably not doing it right because I don't do a whole lot of this dyeing stuff. Okay. So separating them out. They are delicate. Some are more delicate than others. Oh my goodness, the doilies, when I went to take them out, which you'll see, because we'll get there eventually. Oh my gosh, they was just falling all apart. So, as you can see, they're pretty wet. It's a pretty color, if you like that color. I am sticking them in the dye bath. It is, I know they're plastic. It's really not going to stick to them, but I wanted drips off of them. That's what my head told me. And see, I'm just sprinkling around some more of this stuff. Take that glove off because it is just annoying the heck out of me. I think I had some deli paper. Pretty sure. I used Dixie brand. I picked it up from the Sam's Club. A few years ago, I picked up a couple of boxes, and there's like a chameleon pieces of paper in there. So, there's Champ scratching around on the couch bed. Stop, you're bothering me. Apologies. Any boobles. Just doing that. And yeah, there's always stuff stacked around and all over the place in my studio because I work in there. And it's my space, and it doesn't have to be neat. It just has to make me happy, which it does. Just saying. So there we are. Oh, I had some graph paper, some, what is that, accounting column paper stuff. Y'all know it's kind of greenish. Anyway, that one. Accounting book, paper, stuff. Anyway. There goes the glove. Finally decided I was done with that one, so I just tossed it in my bucket in the sink. So, lighting looks okay on my little tiny screen. I mean, it was cloudy and raining, and the lighting over my sink is really not that great, but I don't do dishes out here, so it's okay. Here's the doilies, trying to pull them apart. Probably should have left them together, but that's okay. Too late now to sidestep that one, isn't it? Oh, it's like, oh my goodness. What is going on with these things? They're just super delicate. Of course, doilies are delicate to begin with. They are delicate. Little paper things you set on top of pretty plates and lay out your pretty fancy finger foods on. But I got some fun papers. It's kind of weird. You'll see when we get there because we're not there yet. I know, it's one of the most entertainingest videos I think I've almost ever done. Sure looks like a lot of liquid in there, but I kept thinking, this doesn't seem to have that much liquids in here. Ran out pretty cute, I thought. Anyways, throwing them around. We will have, I believe, 2 photo montages in this video. Okay. One will be longer and the last one will be shorter. Do I need to tell you before we even get there? I don't know. Why don't we be quiet for a minute? That's an impossibility. That could have been more than 15, 20 seconds at the most, y'all. Anyway, it is a lot of work, in my opinion, to dye papers. So, see, them biggins is tearing up. Probably should have just used a spritzer sprayer, spritz on the color for that. You can do that too, y'all. That must be the deli paper right there, because it's all scrunched up, and some of my papers tore and some of them didn't. It's like, oh my goodness. I was looking for something, but I don't remember what. I was probably looking for those tea bag thingies. I'm like, where are they? I don't know. Put these papers in there, and I just, like I said, I just give up and just start going back to using my hand, or starting to use my hands, because why not? Why not? I think they make some kind of a sweet donut treat, typically with hibiscus. I don't know. And I wonder, because I did not use any kind of mordant with these. That is something that that typically is used to make the dye stick onto and adhere better to your fabric or paper or whatever it is you're dyeing. I did not use a mordant. You can use alum, and I think baking soda sometimes does stuff with the colors, and vinegar or lemon juice, but it's not actually a mordant. It changes the acidity of the waters and stuff. Anyway, I think that's cardstock. That is such a pretty color, y'all. I like fuchsia. I'm not a big fan of pink, but I like fuchsia. They're not the same thing. Don't look at me like that. They're not the same thing. So there's some lace. I didn't know if it was cotton or poly or a blend. I don't know what it was. So, and that's Battenberg lace, and I'm real sure that was cotton. Not so sure about the rest of it. That one doesn't seem to have absorbed much, but it'll change colors. Don't you worry none about that, y'all. And some of that paper's starting to look pretty dry there, isn't it? And I'm like, my goodness. Anyway, I still got juice left, so more papers. I guess I could cut more out, but I didn't. I say that all the time. Don't I? Pretty sure I do. Anyway, I'll probably continue to say it because, you know, evidently it's how I like to do things. It's my MO. Motive of operandi. Operation. I don't know what that is. Anyway, now we're getting the juice. Still got a lot of petals in there. And the bottom has a slight raised part. That's why I'm pushing it down. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Where are those tea bags? Oh, here's some more lace. Maybe I already did the tea bags. I don't know, y'all. I'm not watching. Well, I'm watching, but I have to look over here at the dog every now and again and look around the room and see what's happening around the room. Because there is nothing happening around the room here, y'all. Such a pretty color. I'm scraping all those little petals over. Well, not necessarily all of them, just a lots of them. Okay. I know I did this probably in real time. This was probably about 30, 45 minutes. Dipping all this stuff in the the hibiscus water. Now it's hibiscus water, y'all. And it did not smell that good the next day. Okay? Because I let them set overnight. I'm just going to tell you right now. You'll see them on drying racks in a minute. Eventually. It's only been 15 minutes. Quit looking at me like y'all. I've been talking to y'all for some 45 minutes or something. Because I have not. Boy, howdy. Y'all know me. I like to get every little half penny out of that nickel. I'm just saying. I just, frugal. Here's the tea bags from the Amazons. We've used them before. I'm liking them. They're not paper, but they're okay. They're pretty roomy-ish enough for me. Now we're tilting it back and forth, trying to get that. You just throw them petals out there because maybe they'll add something to it. I think I'm about ready to pour the dribbles. I'm just going to pour the dribbles on there. And I'm like, as long as it's not dripping off the table, it's okay. And even if it dripped off the table, it would be okay because it's on top of the dog rug, which is a very super heavy duty rug. Just saying. So, I say dog rug. It's more of a champ rug because he's the one that really likes it. Molly, not so much. She's a pillow kind of girl. She's like, oh no, I'm a princess. Put me on a pillow. So, we're almost out of juice, y'all. Shaking it around. Could I look any more sadder in my outfit, y'all? Oh, bless my heart. I even knew I was going to be on camera. I planned on being on camera. And this is, oh, there we go. Pouring the juice out. There we go. Is it running off? Nope. Not running off. How about back there? Nope. Nope. All right, then. There we go. Our first photo montage is coming up. So, I went in the house, ate some food, came back out, and this is what it looked like. I thought, what the heck? Where's all my bright fuchsia? It's turning this funny, weird, Payne's gray, blue, kind of, what is going on? So I take several pictures. I took some of them up off the table. Oh, that later, a couple hours later, I went back out to the studio and put some up on a clothes drying rack. And pretty much everything stayed that way overnight. And this is our first batch that was dry. And as you can see, it's not ugly, but I can't say it's pretty either. I'm like, I don't know about this. I did not rinse anything, okay? So we've got cardstock. There are some interesting patterns, but I can't say anything left a pattern. It's just like wherever the juice is puddled and absorbed into each other or whatever they did. So we got that. Hang on, I'm bringing another stack somewhere. There we go. I think this may be cardstock and the other one was just copy paper. I've not ironed them. I've not smashed. I'm probably not going to iron them. Don't let me mislead you into thinking I'm going to do that. I will probably smash them under some books or whatnotage. Yeah, it's an unusual color, but it's a usable color, just saying. We will get to the book pages and stuff. Oh, here's our deli paper, which is interesting because some of it stayed the fuchsia-y color. Why? Why would some go that blue-gray color, and then every once in a while you get a splash of fuchsia? What's up with that? I have absolutely no idea. Of course, different papers take dyes differently. Like I said before, I did not use a mordant. Would it matter? I don't know. There is our 100% cotton fabric, and it had, because I have some yellow paper back there, some of the yellow from that dyed onto on the towel. Some of the bags took the color and some didn't take the color at all. String stayed fuchsia-ish. Doilies are the gray, blue, gray kind of colors. And some parts are black. Here's the, what you call it? It's coffee filters. It's like, what is going on? I don't have a clue. And see those black edges, y'all? I don't even know what's up with that. But let me tell you, those black edges went super brittle. It's like, what is going on with that? It's like they were burnt. I didn't put no fire on them. That's our graft paper. The graft pretty much rinses itself off. And there's our column accounting paper stuff. That's the one I'm fixing to show you. Which surprised me. I'm like, well, that just cracked right up. It was like, oh, goodness gracious. And here's the yellow. I just don't even know. But that's it. That's our hibiscus dyed paper lace string stuff. Ta-da! Photo montage. Y'all, I have no explanation. I just don't even know. Thanks for watching and happy arting, y'all.